They're bringing drugs. They're bringing crime. They're rapists. It's coming from all over South and Latin America, and it's coming probably from the Middle East.
During the campaign season was this rhetoric that instilled fear in kids, but once he won the election, the rhetoric turned to action.
Fear growing among the local immigrant community.
That's because, contrary to the message that first came out of the White House, agents are not just focusing on arresting and removing violent criminals.
Immigration officers in Massachusetts are once again being told to arrest undocumented immigrants who show up for appointments at government offices.
A woman is pushed into an SUV by customs agents. Her 3 young daughters, all U.S. citizens, are heard screaming as she's taken away.
I think for educators who are in schools, who are servicing the populations that are under attack, it's stressful because we come to our work loving the kids and the communities that we serve. And there's like a certain sense of helplessness, I guess, and not being able to protect families and kids from it. And a certain level of frustration because it works against what we're trying to do, right? We're trying to create safe and healthy environments for kids. Our kids in our community already in South LA already have so much going on in terms of just violence in the community and, you know, housing and just food security. And to then pile on them being separated from their families, I think it just takes it to another level. So the kids that we know are going through that, yeah, for sure they've had issues with academics and they'll tell us, like, I just can't focus, because they will walk out of class and then we will find them sitting out by themselves, just sitting there. And, you know, one of the adults will go and sit with them and talk to them, you know, and try to get them to redirect their emotion and to try to go back to class, you know, and to give them some coping mechanisms. But we have to pry, because most of the time they'll just say, I'm fine, nothing's wrong. And once we start asking questions and we start finding out, oh, okay, that's what's going on. A lot of them have expressed the fact that either a parent has been deported or is being deported. Maybe parents got citations. A lot of them are food vendors. So if they got a citation and have to go to court, the kids are scared that if they go to court, they won't come back. We've had meetings with parents where the parents themselves tell us that they're fearful, and we've had to talk to parents about having a plan in the case that they do get deported to try to make their children feel a bit safer. Some of the parents are in denial and don't want to plan anything out because they don't want to scare their kids. And so it's hard to match kids with the resources because they're scared to even say anything anymore. And their parents are telling them, like, don't tell anybody what your status is. Once a parent starts being taken from one of the students, all the kids whose parents are in a similar situation, it's like the fear spreads. And we've had students whose parents have been deported, so they talk to their friends, they share what's happening, and so now the other kids are fearful that the same thing's gonna happen to them. We've had students who are awesome, great students who might not be exhibiting disruptive behavior, but are definitely exhibiting behaviors of trauma and depression because their parents have been taken. So we've been very conscientious as a school to talk about those issues and create spaces for kids to be able to come to us to let us know what's happening and for us to let them know that we're there for them and reaching out to families as well. And so not only have I had to deal with students and dealing with the emotional toll it's taken on kids, I've had to deal with the emotional toll it's taken on staff, and staff coming in and saying, this just happened, like, I don't think I could stay today, and just breaking down crying before they even get to first period, and us saying, okay, just go home and handle it. We have staff also that are here on green cards that don't know what's going to happen to them, that have been working as educators for the district for decades, and they see people who have green cards who then get detained, and they have appointments and they tell me, hey, I have my appointment, I don't know, I mean, I'm fine, I hope I'm gonna come back, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna come back. And I'm thinking, oh my God, you're my counselor. It's not just the kids, it's the adults, and all of the adults in this community have family members who are undocumented, our staff who are DACA students, and so it's impacted everybody.